Hey guys, and welcome to another video. This is my first Samsung smartphone in my lifetime, and it's really strange that I'm saying that because most people have owned a Samsung smartphone in their lifetime, but this is my first Samsung smartphone. It's the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE, that stands for Fan Edition, and I've been a Nokia fanboy, or you can say a Nokia loyalist for a very long time, but sometimes change is the only thing that doesn't change. Stay tuned. I am going to put this in a case because I don't want to drop it and I don't want to dent it. No matter how strong this phone might be, I don't want to. Oh wow, wow. Oh, you can see me through that. So this is my Samsung Galaxy S21 FE, and I got it in this lavender color because it simply stood out from the other color options that were there. There was black, white and olive. Olive seemed a little too dull and like a military vibe to it. But the lavender, I mean, look at it. It looks amazing, and the frame, the metal frame, has a slight tint of the color on it, which looks amazing. It's got a triple camera setup at the back, a telephoto, wide angle and a normal camera, USB Type-C, and I've got the 25-watt charger separately. I bought it separately. Speaker grill, no micro SD card slot. That was kind of a bummer for me and almost a deal breaker, but yeah. I don't care about the headphone slot as much. Another microphone on top. Display, it's got an amazing display. Samsung always does displays well. So this is from another camera. This is my Nokia phone, which served me from 2017 right up to 2023, and this is my Samsung, which is going to serve me from 2023 for at least the next 4 years. And you can see full metal design, Gorilla Glass, plastic metal design, Gorilla Glass. So I have a particular taste, and yeah, so I'm going to show you all samples from both these phones. This is a 2017 flagship. This is a top-end flagship killer from 2022. So I just wanted to outline what you get when you upgrade from a 2017 flagship to a effectively 2022 flagship. First of all, the build quality is a clear downgrade because this is all aluminium, this is aluminium and plastic. The cameras are a big upgrade. The Nokia 8 used to struggle in low light, it would struggle with video, it would struggle to keep focus even. So that is a big upgrade for the Samsung. The Samsung can do all of it really well. The battery on the Nokia 8 was big at the time, 3090 milliamp hour battery, but today it's not big enough. This is 4500 milliamp hour battery. The Nokia has only 18 watt fast charging. That was fast charging in 2017. And the Samsung has 25 watt fast charging, which is good. I would say it's a good upgrade from 18 to 25. It's a good upgrade. Coming to the front, the Nokia has Gorilla Glass 5. This has Gorilla Glass Victus. Now, a bigger difference that I would say is the way the processors were designed. The Nokia 8 came with the Snapdragon 835, and that was all. It had 4 performance cores, which means it's really good in performance, but it uses performance in everything. In opening WhatsApp, in opening the call caller, in opening messages, everything, which kind of drains your battery. But the Exynos 2100 is way different in architecture. It is a little more efficient than the 835. Obviously, over the years you will get a more efficient processor with still the same amount of power. I think that is the biggest difference because I was looking at the specs. When you have 4 performance cores versus just 1 performance core, it makes a big difference. And if I say the screens are kind of a downgrade as well, because this had a quad HD display and this only has a full HD display, 1080p. But of course this is AMOLED and this is IPS LCD, so there is a big difference in colors and the way they reproduce colors, you can see. So yes, I will say I would still prefer the Samsung 1080p display because it just has to push less pixels, but it's crisp and efficient. So I spent about 1 week with this phone and I have some good and bad points to tell you. This is not a review, but this is like first impressions. First good point is I love the battery life. I have switched on the protect my battery setting on, which doesn't allow the battery to charge above 85%, And even then, I'm finishing my day with 30 to 40% battery left, which is a very, very good thing. Despite this phone being powered by a almost flagship level processor. This is powered by the Exynos 2100 processor, which was powering the S21 and the S21 Ultra in 2021. And then Samsung made some tweaks to it and launched it again in the S21 FE in 2022. That's a lot of numbers, I know. But basically, what you have here is a S21 grade processor, which was a flagship, but they have tweaked it for some of the issues that it had in the earlier builds of the S21. There were some throttling issues, there were some heating issues, and all of that has been solved in the S21 FE. Another good point is the screen. I absolutely love the screen. It's just so good, crisp, saves energy. I've purposely used the dark theme on this, so that's good. Negatives, if I have to find, is I would have been really, really happy if this was a full metal phone, but it's a design aspect, and design is subjective. But a full metal phone, I would have loved it. Also, another thing, I think they should have given the charger in the box. This whole removing the charger out of the box thing is a total sham. I know a lot of manufacturers are doing it, but in the long run, it doesn't work. Like, for example, I had to go and buy a charger because the existing charger on my Nokia could only charge up to 18 watts, and this is capable of 25 watts. So if I want to take advantage of all the bells and whistles that this comes with, I'll have to buy a new charger. So might as well just give it in the box. Another negative I can talk about, which is kind of only my thing, probably other people will enjoy it, is there are so many features with One UI. And this is running One UI 5 at this point, that it's a lot to take in. In 1 week, I have not figured out at least 95% of what One UI can do. I haven't touched it also because it's just so much that it's quite difficult to get your head around it. I'll just play one of my videos to give you all a sample. Good sound quality. So I like the speakers too. All in all, it's a good phone, well-rounded. I would have liked if it had expandable storage. That would have made it an absolute no-brainer if it had expandable storage, because this is 8128. I would have just put a really, really big SD card on it and never worried for the next 4 to 5 years. So like I said, I've been a Nokia loyalist or a Nokia fanboy, and I bought a Samsung. How did that happen? Basically, Nokia lately, in the last 2 years, at least in India, they're not launching a lot of flagship phones. And I wanted a flagship phone because this phone that I'm recording on is a Nokia 8, which was the flagship of 2017. And it gave me such good service. I was so impressed. But the mid-range phones and the lower-end phones from Nokia don't give you that kind of service because they don't last that long. The whole play for Nokia is that the phone should last long, and the Nokia 8 did. But another phone that was available at this point is the Nokia G60. But very underwhelming hardware, not such a good camera, and not such a good design, uninspired design. And I was like, no, I don't want a phone that doesn't make me feel special. Specs, yes, I can compromise with the specs, but it didn't have anything on it that would make me want to buy it. The Nokia X30 was there, but again, that's not released in India. I would have waited for that, but again, that had no micro SD card slot, the same processor as the G60. Then I might as well get the Samsung Galaxy if I'm going to go with limited storage. I wanted a micro SD card as well. That's why I said it was almost a deal breaker. So this has limited storage too, but it's got so many other features running for it. Good cameras, great screen, a flagship processor. Everything is flagship level, so that made sense to me, and that's why I picked up the Samsung. So that's all for this video. I will see you in the next one. Till then, if you all have any questions about the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE, if you all have any suggestions, please put it down in the comments. I don't know how to use this phone yet, so suggestions would be welcome. People who have been using Samsung phones for a very long time, please do hit me up in the comments. And Samsung fanboys, please do hit me up in the comments. I might just become a Samsung fanboy after this because I really like this phone. In 1 week, it's just transformed the way I consume content, the way I charge my phone, everything. So that's all for this video. I will see you all in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Don't mind my hair. See you.